Hey everybody, happy 4th of July! It's time for Rad Lab story time, and we're celebrating the 4th of July because it's coming this weekend. I got my sparklers. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm gonna read you a great story, and it's called Lady Liberty's Holiday. Oh, it's dying out. Can you see it? Okay, that was fun. That was fun. Maybe you'll get to light a sparkler on the 4th of July. This book is called Lady Liberty's Holiday. And then we're gonna do a cool exploding activity after this. Let's see if you can guess what that is. All right, let me get my book ready. It's called Lady Liberty's Holiday. It's written by Jen Arena. I just had to clean off my glasses. And it's illustrated by Matt Hunt. Have any of you been to the Statue of Liberty? You know, we're so lucky that we live in this area because there's so many historic things, cultural things, wonderful, amazing, artistic productions and things that we can see here in New Jersey, and we live close enough to New York that it's all here. So the Statue of Liberty is right between New Jersey and New York. And there she is. It says, not long before the 4th of July, Lady Liberty woke up feeling a little blue, despite being green. Year after year, she stood by New York Harbor, a torch in one hand and a tablet in the other. Mo, every day feels the same, Liberty said. I see the same skyscrapers, the same city. My neck is stiff, my arms are aching. I've had a cramp in my leg for a decade at least. Do you know who she's talking to? Mo is this little pigeon down here. Mo puffed out his pigeon chest. Lady, you need a getaway, he told her. Go and see the country, shake the rust off, and hey, I don't have any rust, Lady Liberty protested. Mo went on, give yourself a holiday. Mo's words echoed in Liberty's head. She had seen only one little corner of America. What was the rest like? That night, she lowered her torch. She put down her tablet. She pried her sandals from the stone, and then the Statue of Liberty snuck away. First, she left footprints on the Jersey shore and built the biggest sandcastle Cape Cod had ever seen. She washed the sand off at Niagara Falls. I forgot to tell you, in this book, we're gonna see places all over America. That's what she's doing. She's checking out the rest of the country. Then Lady Liberty headed west. She watched the Mississippi River from the top of the St. Louis Arch. And in Kansas wheat fields, tickled her feet. Looks like she's making snow angels, but in the wheat fields. Oh, she even did some sightseeing in South Dakota. This is called Mount Rushmore. Have you ever seen pictures of it? She hiked across the Rocky Mountains in sandals. Also, she's sending postcards the whole time to Mo, who's back in the city. Afterward, the California sunshine made her so sleepy, she napped on the Golden Gate Bridge. I actually grew up not far away from the Golden Gate Bridge. That's all the way in California. Back in New York, Mo was starting to worry. The 4th of July was 3 days away, but without Lady Liberty, people weren't in a holiday mood. Tourists were gloomy. Cops were cross. That means they were mad. Even the stock market was down. The mayor was talking about canceling the 4th of July. What if Liberty doesn't come back in time, Mo said. What if she's gone for good? He had to find her. It was true. Liberty wasn't thinking of returning. At the Grand Canyon, for once in her life, Liberty felt small. Do you see her? Sitting on the edge of the Grand Canyon. You know, America is amazing. There's so many wonderful landmarks and places all across the country. She trekked through the hot, dry desert and slurped water from a Yellowstone geyser. It tasted awful. Deep in the heart of Texas, she napped under the big bright stars with cattle all around. She danced to music near New Orleans and used the Florida Keys as stepping stones and waded through southern swamps. Lady Liberty was shaking an alligator off her big toe when she heard the familiar flap of pigeon wings. It was Mo. He perched on her shoulder. "Lady, I've been looking all over for you," he said. "You have?" Liberty said. "How are things in New York?" "Not so good," Mo said. "They're canceling the 4th of July. Liberty bolted up as if she'd been struck by lightning. "Canceling the 4th of July? They can't," she cried. Mo nodded. "Nobody feels like celebrating without you." "But the 4th of July isn't about me. It's about America," Liberty cried. "I've seen this country. The purple mountains, the shining seas, the bridges and buildings. Everyone should know how amazing it is and celebrate it." Mo fluffed his feathers. "Come back to New York," he said. "The mayor might change his mind." He didn't even get to finish. Liberty was already running north. At dawn, the sun shone on the copper dress of Lady Liberty in New York Harbor, where she had stood for over 100 years. That night, fireworks lit the sky, and people waved flags and sang songs and shouted, "Happy 4th of July!" And Liberty was blue no longer. "It was good to get away," she told Mo, "but it's great to be home." And that's the end. And this book is cool because it has in the back the history of the Statue of Liberty. Did you know that that statue was a gift to our country from France? That's a pretty big gift, right? And then there's also some secrets of the Statue of Liberty. Here's a good one. Lightning strikes the Statue of Liberty hundreds of times every year. I didn't know that. Also, I'll read you one more. There's a secret entrance to the statue in her right foot. That's how workers entered the statue during construction. You can actually visit the Statue of Liberty, and it's a great boat ride. I will encourage you and your family to do that. Maybe this summer, that would be a great family trip. I want you to remember that the RAD in RAD Lab stands for Reading, Activity, and Discovery. So we read a good book. Now we're doing some activities and discovering how it all works. I'm going to try to now blow up a balloon, this blue balloon, by putting the Mentos in a smaller bottle of soda. And this works because the soda has bubbles in it. You know that. If you ever drunk soda, that's my little thing making noise here. But the bubbles are made out of carbon dioxide. And so I'm going to read you something scientific now from Scientific America. It says, In the bottle of soda, the Mentos, the candy, provides a rough surface that allows the bonds between the carbon dioxide and water to break up and create carbon dioxide bubbles that cause the thing to blow up. And these candies are good because they're kind of heavy and they sink down to the bottom fast, and it causes that reaction very quickly. So now I'm gonna put them inside the balloon. Oh, I don't know how this is gonna work. Yes, I do. I'll put them inside the balloon. I'm gonna put them on top of the bottle. I'm gonna tip my camera now so you can see what I'm doing. Watch this. See, that's what was making all that noise. All right, so I'm going to open this. I put 2 candies in that balloon. I'm gonna stretch this and put this on top of this bottle and try to get these candies to go in there. Do you see that? Can you see that? That was pretty cool. It definitely blew up the balloon with the pressure from all those bubbles. Awesome. Hey, this is an experiment that you could do at home. I think it's pretty fun. Well, hopefully you'll actually get to see some real fireworks and some real things exploding up in the sky. And I hope you have a wonderful 4th of July. Try to remember all the wonderful things about this country that we live in and all the wonderful people too. And that includes you. Hey, thanks for coming to Rad Lab Storytime today. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.